Welcome to Highway Herald, your roadmap to the latest in auto. Breaking news, EVs aren't the only path to eco-friendly emissions. After years of premature optimism, it's now clear to all that the world isn't quite ready for such a drastic shift, and full electrification isn't on the immediate horizon. Toyota, having stepped away from EVs, is enjoying its best year yet, and that's just one of many reasons why the world's leading automaker was spot on with its strategy. We've identified 9 intriguing reasons, so buckle up and let's dive in together. Reason number 9. Carbon is the culprit, not the combustion engine. While the shift towards electric vehicles appears to be a solution to exhaust emissions, Toyota presents a more nuanced perspective. They argue that the real issue is carbon, not the combustion engine itself. This view highlights the fact that the electricity for EVs often comes from fossil fuels, particularly in regions with underdeveloped renewable energy infrastructure. Toyota proposes a holistic approach that considers the entire life cycle of a vehicle and its fuel source, including battery production and disposal, energy grid efficiency, and the availability of renewable energy sources. They suggest that hybrid and hydrogen fuel cell technologies, coupled with investments in renewable energy infrastructure, offer a more comprehensive and adaptable solution in the pursuit of carbon neutrality. Reason number 8. Toyota's record-breaking profit last year. While many automakers are struggling with debt from unsuccessful EV projects, Toyota is thriving. The previous fiscal year was their most successful yet, thanks to their commitment to hybrids and a cautious approach to full electrification. Toyota sold over 11.2 million vehicles last year, making it the world's largest manufacturer. This success is reflected in a 9% production increase and a 7% sales increase compared to the previous year. The real triumph, however, lies in the profit margins. In the last fiscal year, Toyota made a staggering profit of $35.4 billion, a 70% increase over the previous record-breaking year. This underscores the effectiveness of Toyota's approach. In fact, Toyota outperformed all other automotive companies in terms of profit, including Tesla, which made about $15 billion last year. Reason number 7. New ICE engine is a resounding no to full electrification. In a time when other companies are heavily investing in EV development to compete with China, Toyota is taking a different route. Instead of focusing on battery development, Toyota has announced the development of a new generation of gasoline internal combustion engines. This new engine, a joint venture co-developed with Mazda and Subaru, is a small displacement unit designed to work with electric motors in hybrid setups. Interestingly, Toyota also announced that the new engine can burn other fuels, including hydrogen, suggesting another significant move by Toyota against EVs. Toyota CEO Koji Sato stated that the new engine is part of Toyota's broader plan to cultivate diverse options to reduce CO2 emissions. Toyota continues to explore EV alternatives such as hybrids, fuel cell cars, synthetic fuels, and more. Reason number 6. Hybrids pave the way to carbon emissions reduction. Hybrids, once seen as a temporary fix for full electrification, are now a long-term solution and a key player in reducing carbon emissions. Toyota hybrids, with their perfect blend of efficiency, convenience, and affordability, continue to impress. Last year, hybrids accounted for 9% of the US market, a figure set to rise with more Toyota models becoming exclusively hybrid. Of the 11.2 billion vehicles Toyota sold last year, 3.4 million were electrified. Despite maxed-out production, the demand for Toyota hybrids is so high that the average market day supply is just 5 to 8 days, indicating that most Toyota models are pre-ordered. This is a historic achievement, especially compared to electric vehicles, which have a market supply of over 100 days. Reason number 5. The limitations of the EV market. From a current standpoint, it's clear that many automakers and governments overlooked the global potential for electrification. They failed to consider that the prerequisites for full electrification vary worldwide. While regions like China and parts of Europe have made significant strides in EV infrastructure, other areas like rural North America, Asia, and Africa face challenges. Toyota officials have long argued that the fight against carbon emissions must consider these diverse circumstances. Akio Toyoda, Toyota's CEO, has stated that discussing full electrification is futile when over 1 billion people globally lack electricity access. He believes that EVs will never make up more than 1/3 of the global car market, leading to Toyota's customer-driven approach to reducing emissions. Before we delve deeper, we'd appreciate it if you could subscribe to Highway Herald. Your support fuels our passion to create more content like this. Now let's explore reason number 4, a multifaceted approach to zero emissions. Toyota officials believe in offering customers a variety of ways to reduce emissions, allowing them to choose what suits them best. To achieve this, Toyota is developing a range of alternative power sources. Hybrids are currently popular, and Toyota has been developing hydrogen fuel cell vehicles for some time. They've also developed internal combustion engines that burn hydrogen and are working on an engine that runs on ammonia. They're even collaborating with Mazda and Subaru on a next-generation gas engine. Despite this focus on alternatives, Toyota isn't against electric cars. They plan to increase production and sell 170,000 EVs this year, with potential for 800,000 units by 2025. Unlike other car makers, Toyota is prepared for any mobility scenario. Reason number 3, EVs still have a long way to go. Above all, Toyota is cautious because EVs are still not technologically advanced enough to replace ICE cars. They may have the ability to accelerate incredibly quickly, but they are still not particularly convenient in terms of ownership and everyday use. Limited range, charging issues, infrastructural challenges, and low reliability ratings are just some of the many limiting factors. Not to mention that EV technology is still very expensive and that most potential customers still can't afford it. In other words, Toyota always knew that there were too many deal breakers and that EV technology was still far from adequate enough to be embraced by the masses. Reason number 2, electrification driven by the customer. So far, governments around the world have been leading the way. On the other hand, it seems like no one ever asked customers what they think about electrification. They were never asked if they even wanted EVs, if they could live with them, or if they could even afford them. Toyota never wanted to be part of this, and long ago, Akio Toyoda clearly stated that the Japanese automaker would never impose anything. Instead, customers will decide what they want. Now, when it's clear that Toyota was once again right, this approach pays off hugely. As mentioned, Toyota is making record-high profits in sales, while its broad range of models and different power sources seems like a clear winning combination. While others are forced to offer massive discounts to sell something buyers essentially don't want, Toyota is enjoying the moment and sells out everything it produces in a super short period, as we've mentioned just a few moments ago. Reason number 1, Toyota navigates the global divide in EV adoption. The global shift towards electric vehicles is clear, but the path is uneven. Europe and China are leading with supportive policies, robust infrastructure, and affordable EV models. However, the US lags behind due to milder regulations, fragmented charging networks, and a preference for larger, less efficient vehicles. Developing countries, especially in Africa, face even greater challenges due to lack of infrastructure, limited electricity access, and high vehicle costs. Toyota, with its global presence, encapsulates this complex transition. Recognizing the importance of sustainability, the company is concerned that a rapid shift to EVs could leave many customers, especially in developing countries, without affordable, reliable transportation. This presents Toyota with a balancing act, pursuing sustainability while ensuring inclusivity and affordability for its diverse customer base. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the world of vehicles. Don't forget to subscribe to Highway Herald for the latest vehicle updates and upcoming videos. See you next time.